A judge has determined that Baby Reindeer could be understood by viewers to be a true story, allowing Fiona Harvey's defamation lawsuit against the series and streaming network to move forward. In a judicial order obtained by People, a court has disagreed with Netflix's claim that the show created by Richard Gadd is fictional in many of its details, despite written text on screen at the beginning of the series that reads, "This is a true story." The determination was made following Harvey's lawsuit over the implications of her actions as portrayed by the character Martha on the show. The result is that the judge has allowed most claims of the lawsuit to proceed forward toward trial. In his order, Judge Gary Klausner compared Gadd's experience with Harvey to Martha's actions in the series, stating that there is a major difference between stalking and being convicted of stalking in a court of law, inappropriate touching and sexual assault, and shoving and gouging. Harvey alleges in the lawsuit that the portrayal of obsessive stalker Martha on the show is defamatory in relation to her encounters with Gadd, 35. In Baby Reindeer, Gadd plays a version of himself named Donnie Dunn. Though he says he changed some events slightly to create dramatic climaxes, he told The Guardian in April 2024 that the story is resoundingly true. "It's very emotionally true, obviously. I was severely stalked and severely abused," he said. "But we wanted it to exist in the sphere of art, as well as protect the people it's based on." Netflix asked in July for the lawsuit to be thrown out with Gadd's support, as he maintained that Harvey did stalk and abuse him. He also clarified that the show depicted his personal experiences, though parts of the story were fictionalized. At the time, Netflix argued that a reasonable person would not understand the statements regarding Harvey to be assertions of fact, and that a reasonable person would understand from context that the elements are not factual due to the cinematic event elements used in the series. The judge, however, disagreed and stated that the events portrayed would be interpreted as assertions of fact. Klausner wrote, "The very first episode states unequivocally that this is a true story, thereby inviting the audience to accept the statements as fact." Harvey filed the defamation lawsuit on June 6, asking for over $170 million in damages after she claimed she was harassed following the show. She also vehemently denied sexually assaulting Gadd and being a convicted stalker, stories of which were portrayed in the limited series. In a 20-page declaration supporting Netflix's effort in July to have the case dismissed, Gadd stated that he first met Harvey while working at a pub and that she subsequently stalked and harassed me throughout 2014 to 2017. Gadd alleged in his court filing that Harvey touched him in sexual ways that were unwanted and claimed that she got hold of his personal information and contacted him relentlessly, sending him thousands of emails, voicemails, and handwritten letters, including sexually explicit, violent, and derogatory content, hateful speech, and threats. He also alleged that he grew fearful of Harvey as her stalking continued and eventually contacted the police to pursue legal action when her messages grew more sexually explicit. Gadd added in the filing that Harvey was the one who identified herself to the press as Martha, following the airing of the show.